Hi everyone, Eddy, Ken, Claudiu again.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay. The next topic that we're going to look at is the Claudiu's picked
Big
out
data.
a couple of
Big data on blockchain. So big data, or it is more about personal data. So it's like all your data that you generate every day, right? On your phone, on your browser, on your we don't actually realize how much data we.
I don't think a good majority of, well, actually, I'd say most, if not all people, don't really pay attention to your personal data throughout the day because you're just that just happens in the background.
Well,
right?
it's in the background. That's the
Yeah.
technologies.
Yeah, but we companies and all ICOs like this
Data is money.
Yes.
taking.
I mean, Google, Facebook, they make a lot of money with your data, and this is just data from browsing. So BasicAttentionToken, which is an existing coin, it's a browser. This guy is the founder of Mozilla.
Give it a play. Cool.
I'm Brendan Ike. I created JavaScript at Netscape, then founded the
He
Mozilla
created
project in
JavaScript. Thank you.
Firefox. I'm now doing Brave as a new browser and a
Did
new
he create JavaScript?
system for properly valuing user attention.
No, I think his story. He created
Brave software
JavaScript
is
in
introducing an innovative
a couple of days, 10 days or
blockchain-based
something.
digital advertising.
Considering you guys are
Online
both JavaScript
advertising is
developers,
much
so
simpler. It consisted of advertisers, publishers, and users.
I like that actually that they've created a token for basic attention. That's and I just searched him up actually as well. Brendan Ike, yes, he is the creator of JavaScript.
Yeah, it's an interesting story. He created JavaScript in 10 days or something like that.
Really?
Yeah, it's.
Oh, cool.
I mean, he's brilliant. He's done Mozilla as well, which most of the front-end developers are happy for that. And this browser is solving a real problem that we are not even aware of it, to be honest. I never thought that I'm actually paying for the advertisement in my browser.
Yeah, from your data.
Yeah, from my data. Yeah, I pay for the data. So.
No, well, it's not the idea of paying for it. It's that somebody else is leveraging off your data to make money off it.
Yeah,
Well, that's the other part of it.
Yeah.
So you're not only paying more for all the advertising to come through, then someone's actually making money off you.
paying
Through the advertising.
Yeah, because you are the
Kind of
product.
You're getting it from both ends, aren't you? So
Yeah, so and I don't think most, if not all people, don't recognize that, which is.
I installed Brave on my phone. I think I have it for a couple of weeks now.
Did you install it?
Yeah, it's great. I think it cuts the. I've also looked at what's happening. It cuts like 60 to 80% in general of data usage. So
Really?
I never realized how much data
Oh, wow.
we spend on advertising. Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah.
On the computer, most of the time you are on an unlimited broadband, so you don't actually care.
But you're talking about your 3G and 4G that you
But
use.
yes, on the phone you want to control that. So
yeah, and cutting out the middleman as well for advertising, and then the coins go directly to either you or.
the second part, the
Yeah,
tokenized. Yeah,
It's disruptive.
Wow, there's already 1 million downloaders. I might actually install it.
it's a very good browser. Yes,
Interesting.
and they also cut the scripts that are tracking your activity.
Have they got their ICO out already?
Yes, it's an existing coin
It's been out
already.
for a while, isn't it?
Yeah, it's been for a while.
I think I golf. I think this is quite realistic. I mean, in the initial
Sure, it's-
view, seems very realistic that
Yeah.
it could take effect into.
It's immediately useful, though, isn't it?
It really is.
Literally for like going home and downloading it now and starting to use it.
I've
which
just
is
downloaded it. Actually.
Yes,
Yeah.
because it's right off the bat, it's going to start saving you money if nothing else.
Oh, you can gain money as well.
And you can gain money, yeah, if you
through their ICO by
Well,
choosing.
through the advertising, isn't it? So you choose the advertising.
Yeah,
on the
you
browser.
choose, I think, what you want to watch.
So it's very practical.
It's quite all the T's and C's that you sign up when you create a Gmail account or create a
I
Facebook
never
account
had
or whatever. Well, no one does. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Name one person that you know have read the entire T's and C's. Never.
So that South Park episode with the T's and C's for Apple. It's so true.
You're our property now.
It's so true.
But it's
you
but it is.
skim straight to the bottom because you have to click, and it's like 7 or 8 pages if that more.
Yeah, but let's be honest. Who's going to sit there for half an hour reading that? No one.
Half an hour.
Or
It
maybe
will
longer.
take half a day, and you need to run your computer. You just bought it. You have to install it. So, or after an update, you just want to update your computer. You don't want to read for.
No, but I like this because it is quite. You can immediately action it, and you can
Yeah,
see it. And the idea behind it is very, and then the person who's backing this up, and the idea behind it is very, it seems very viable in terms of the 2018. Now,
definitely.
Yeah, and what's cool it is that you gain money rather than paying money for watching advertisements, for accepting advertisements.
So
they are already there.
2 massive reasons to do it. Straight away, you save data on the phone.
Yeah.
Secondly, you
get
get
paid
paid for the advertising. So why would you not do it?
Yeah. No, I think this is going to be a project that will go very well in the future.
Bought some?
No, I actually don't have any coins. I always wanted to. I might get some.
Yeah.
Right, what's the next one?
That's a separate subject. So the next one is Datum. It's about your own data.
I figure out how the blockchain works in here. So you own your data and you block it away. Do you sell it? Is that how you get?
I think that's what's gonna happen. Yeah, they mentioned that. Yeah, you sell your data.
You share and sell data.
So it's like producing now data for
Okay.
Google for free. It goes on a blockchain. It's yours forever. And if Google wants to give you personalized content, they will pay you. Look, I want access to your data, and they will pay you rather than you paying.
Yeah, I like the Have you noticed as well that the as soon as they use the word "you'll be rewarded," they're like, "Oh, I'm being rewarded," but then I think people will pay attention to why they're being rewarded, which is to make awareness, put a spotlight on your digital data that you keep leaving behind.
Yeah.
Right. And obviously, when people become more and more focused on that, I feel that people are gonna, society are gonna pay more attention to that and be more aware of it, like your Powerbill usage or your phone usage or whatever, right? Or what you're eating, your diet. It's the same kind of level, and I think that could almost create a lot of problems because it's kind of things that you don't really pay attention to.
It's something that we produce already, and we don't know that we can't be paid for it. We don't know that it should be ours. So it's privacy as well.
So how's it going to work then? How is that? How are they going to save me from and my data?
So your data will be with an anonymous protocol. Will be
so when I'm in practical terms, when I'm browsing the internet, in my normal browser, like Chrome or something or other, presumably not Brave, then my data's going everywhere. I'm leaking data, so how will this help me?
Oh look, they have an app. Wait.
Okay, probably should read the bottom.
Yeah. So it is an app.
Okay.
Interesting. It's
I mean, high level, definitely a great idea. Becoming more aware of our data. You don't really necessarily want it going anywhere, especially people making money off you.
So let's be honest, it's this Datum app though, if that's the platform we have to use to track what data we're creating, saving, storing, and then selling, that's not really, that's adding in another step in your daily kind of routine, right? Whereas, like, for example, the previous one, Brave, it's kind of like, I use browsers all the time.
Yeah, you just switch in the browser,
Yeah, so all you're doing is switching a browser. It's like, you've got a car already. All you're doing is choosing to use a different car. Or a different mode of different platform.
Implicit versus explicit. You just have to switch over, and it's.
What it is trying to say is, if you use Fitbit app, for example, how would that data communicate with this app? So it's not recording actually everything that you use. It's just some of the data that this app can track.
Did you say Fitbit?
Fitbit, yeah. So if you use Fitbit, the Fitbit is producing different kind of data that your phone is not able to read it all. So all your pulse, all your steps, and all this. So
I used to have a Fitbit. I don't remember signing up to any T's and C's, but I wouldn't be surprised if I wore a Fitbit for a year and then after a certain amount of time they started advertising certain things about my health, right?
Yeah.
Because they would leverage off that data, which is probably where they make more money than actually selling the watch. Because the watch is a one-time
data gathering exercise.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah,
but
it for free. Yeah, well, I mean, how do you intercept that data going back if I have a Fitbit? And
I have a feeling that won't communicate, and at least not at the beginning. Maybe they will.
I think
they can.
This is it.
It is something they can do in the future. Maybe communicate with different.
Yeah, because there's so many different types of device, right? So how would you cover that off?
What's the next one? Or
So
actually,
this is an existing coin.
Oh right, sorry. Yep.
And the next one is a better version of Datum. Is doing all what Datum is doing and much more, and it's an ICO.
At the end.
Briefly.
So this is
What's it called?
the Ocean Protocol.
We produce more data now than ever before. It's all around us, growing exponentially from people, companies, and devices. People give up their data for free, and companies sell it. We only realize this when we get spam mail, our data is hacked, and our identity is stolen. This affects everyone. Every year, over 1 million lives are lost in car accidents, and countless others are injured, mostly because of human error. Autonomous, self-driving cars point to a future where more people can get home safely to their families. If car companies could pool their self-driving car data, we could rapidly improve the AI algorithms and have safe, autonomous cars on the road sooner. Here, the data is available, but it isn't being shared. We took pieces from a scribe to treat data like intellectual property that can be licensed and sold. We took the privacy mechanisms from BigChainDB to give users full control over their data. We took the models of governance and managing a network from
multiple services.
and we took from DEX the marketplace framework. The network and protocol would be powered with a native token, just like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Filecoin.
Cool video.
I really love this project.
I think that's very cool. It's seems quite very realistic, in terms of because they're taking the best parts of
Other projects.
projects.
It's often the way when you make things improved is you take all the bits and pieces from other things that really work and bring them together. So it definitely seems like it's got a lot of future. I mean, it's not entirely different at all to the previous one. The previous one seemed a little bit more light-hearted almost, especially in the video, but just generally. Yeah, this is quite.
Is this quite similar to say Ocean? No, not Ocean. That what's that very first one we watched?
Datum.
No, not Datum.
Basic attention.
Oh, basic attention token.
No,
so the
that.
marketplace one.
Yeah.
So the previous.
That's kind of like creating a virtual world where you get the best of everything, except it was very vague. They stuck a couple of big labels up there like
Mark.Space.
Mark.Space.
Yeah,
Right.
kind of in a way.
So
Some of these things could probably be joined together. I don't know.
it's definitely related to Singularity. I mean,
With the AI side of it.
yeah, we've done the video for Singularity, and it is awesome. It's
So this would provide data below the singularity layer, and people would come in.
so the Singularity. If you wanna say to Eddy what is Singularity again, it's
I missed that video.
Yeah, it's AI as a service, so it's kind of a layer that sits above a lot of AI and data, and you can choose the AI services you want through this layer. So you could have a little bit of voice recognition, a little bit of face recognition, or something or other. You can tailor what you need for your particular scenario,
Right.
and then people can provide all these AI services, and it kind of brings it all together. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely something I feel like was the ability to control my own data. It's not even really something I've thought about until recently, but yeah, you're right. It's just
I feel like because these ICOs are coming up with, they're obviously highlighting quite a big gap in the market, right, in society, and they've put a spotlight on the fact that you're being exploited and you're going to be rewarded for it. People are putting more and more attention to it.
yeah.
As opposed to spending their attention somewhere else, then when they're focusing on stuff like this. So it is probably going to grow as people become more aware of it.
yeah, so there's obviously a couple of flavors as well. So I wonder, which one is the better one? Which one will take? Which one is more credible? Because I think it's definitely going to happen, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
It's much like AI.
Even if are more that are doing the same thing like Datum and Ocean Protocol, at some point they intersect. It's competition. I mean, it needs to be. It's the same like all other technologies.
Yeah, you can't there needs to be healthy competition for businesses and things to thrive, right? And so,
yeah, I'd probably like to read into this a bit more and just try and figure out how the data that you produce is gathered. How do you own it?
yeah, where do they mine all of that though?
Yeah, how do you make the data that you're producing?
Who's backing all these guys, by the way? Did we look into like the creators and what tech they're actually using to go down? Yeah. What's ZB of data? Gazillion.
A lot.
It's a lot. It's more than trillions for sure.
Yeah, so I mean, you're right. Providing data for AI is huge.
Basics, faster.
So it's kind of intersecting the will of people now to not want to have their data out there and also providing it to AI.
What's the difference between machine learning and AI? Are they the same thing? Artificial
I've heard
intelligence?
them used sort of interchanged.
Yeah, but I mean, do you know the kind of what's your
I don't know if I
understanding?
could best describe it.
No?
So,
It's thrown around quite a lot from your most basic, say, chat boxes
well, it
to
does,
the
yeah.
extremes of, say, like sci-fi movies like the Terminator, that the robots are going to, have a super brain and kill all the humans. From the most basic things like that to the extremes, right? And so,
Yeah.
and then you've got stuff like this, which is completely, it seems incredibly beneficial, but what's the difference?
There's probably a scale in terms of that.
Oh,
So,
okay.
and all I can say is I know that things like chatbots and stuff, it kind of gets lumped in with AI, but a lot of it just seems to be scripted, which isn't really AI at all. It's
It's
just
not.
essentially a whole bunch of
Yes and no questions.
yeah, and it can kind of figure out based on the scripts, which response it needs to give. But it's not really learning. And quite often it's the people learning and scripting it rather than the AI. I think really as you get further down the scale, you've got the machines that are actually smart enough to figure out these things for themselves.
By connecting other bits of data,
Well-
and then they've created a new solution from
Yeah,
two
they
different
can.
answers.
And again, I can't articulate it probably anywhere near well enough, but you can give them the data and kind of a general problem, and they'll figure it out rather than needing our help.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Cool. I think it's.
I can't find the information. So the Datum, they have an app for sure, but I can't find the information how Ocean is tracking your data.
How to get involved in it, you mean?
How does it get out? How do we stop our data going elsewhere? How do we give it to them?
I don't think they've got that
ecosystem.
solution at the moment. It's not out as this is what we're going to do. It's still at the very beginning of these project stages, right?
But it's definitely one I'd like to look into.
For sure.
Okay.
Yes. And the next one,
Oh, there's one more?
One more.
Yeah.
yes, Lympo.
So many.
Do you know how many people are doing sports and health-related activities all around the
Okay,
world
so it's
today?
more targeted to sports. So it's not just a matter of gathering data. It's also trying to encourage people to go out and get off the couch, isn't it? So
Yeah.
it's a two-way thing.
There's a lot of gaps in that video, though. It's not very deep. Well, I suppose this is more of a marketing video to say, come join us because we're great. And even at the very beginning, it's like, what's Alice gonna do? That she goes and finds
Well, I thought she should
blogs.
just go for a run. It sounded like she
Yeah.
spent too much time on the computer looking for how to fit.
Oh no, she needs to get the right info to figure out how she's going to go for a run first.
Yeah, fair enough.
But it's like, how is she going to come across Lympo versus thousands of other products that are out there that offer the same thing?
Yeah, I was
So-
wondering right now.
And as a normal general public, if you talk to them about blockchain, are they even going to know what Lympo is or what blockchain is? No, not now.
If you found out though that you could get rewarded somehow for going to a particular gym or doing stuff, then maybe that would help. And then they mentioned insurers, so insurers will probably be quite keen for you to keep fit so you don't die, get sick. So maybe if people can get rewarded for it, you might hear about it. You don't normally get rewarded for going to the gym other than your personal satisfaction. Do you pay for it?
If this would be a platform,
Pay for it.
you couldn't make Pokemon Go on it.
Yeah.
You would get rewarded for
That's like-
fighting. Yeah, but it's not a platform. But I imagine that's how it's gonna work. Just
It's-
that you will get.
It's very broad as well, don't you think so? they're saying health, sport, and wellness, but that's like sport is huge in terms of you can, how would you describe sport? Somebody throwing darts to driving a Formula One car to playing football to health. Health
must be more targeted than that.
Yeah.
I thought to start with.
And health could be anything from diet, pills to going for a run to the food you eat or what you drink. It's a very, very, very broad industry. So I think
Yeah, and I guess a bit worried it was just ended up being people trying to sell you stuff. So through your Lympo app, if people get rewarded for, providing a certain thing, you might only get those dating ads or something. So
yeah, I like more the other two, where actually solving existing problems that we are not even aware they exist.
the very first one was probably my favorite.
Yeah.
I think just because it's very targeted with literally one platform, which is your browser, which everybody who works in any office environment will use on a day-to-day basis all the time.
Yeah, same for me, and I love Ocean Protocol just because it's
probably presented the best, to be honest.
Oh, he's presented very well.
And it's kind of like picking the best bits of everything, right? So
yeah, well,
that's how it's perceived to be. But
Ocean Protocol on the other side is helping AI getting better because artificial intelligence is not very evolved now, just because this middle layer is missing. All this data needs to be provided for the artificial intelligence and machine learning to get better. Yeah. So
mesmerising website too.
Yeah, it's pretty trippy, eh? Cool.
All right.
Is that us?
okay, thank you
Yeah.
for watching.
Thanks for watching.
If you have any questions, put them below. Give us some likes. Many likes or dislikes.
No, you can only
I
give us
hope
one
no
like.
dislikes.
No, you can give us dislikes, it's fine, but it's more if you agree or disagree with us, or you have a different perspective on these 4 ICOs that we looked at, then comment below and we will reply.
And subscribe as well if you want to keep us doing this videos.
Yeah. Cool. Thanks.
Thank you.
All right.
Cheers.